Not enough. Somebody that oh, for the music. Y'all know that 15 Yeah, I did that!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind us anymore. In this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Mahomes firing complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Houston. Rondale Moore, 38 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Robinson throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 73 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they look like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Mahomes now to throw. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. McCaffrey will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Robinson on first down. And that's incomplete. The first carry down. This is Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your Philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it into the end.
Get him, baby!
Raider touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
The one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, Parker, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. To throw is Robinson, throwing after the interception. And it's caught. It's Williams. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're tight end. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Robinson forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Line of scrimmage than 2. They could still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That pass completes and more.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They stick with the ground game on first down. It's Williams. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's a fake here on 4th inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Robinson. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Randy.
Quit! Quit! Hey, y'all. That nigga had 92 passing yards. He had 92 passing yards. I had 234. I'll play.
Turn the lights on.
A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't change this. Same day, but the rock got bigger. Mike got a block, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they have been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Robinson now throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Robinson steps away to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Returnable here from the 38. On a 48-yard punt, give them 9, though, on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
for Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Never worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Robinson going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Robinson being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ricky Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and got the 2? That changes the whole momentum.
Coming up from the ghetto.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball play action, Richardson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to the air with Richardson. Going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. There, Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and line of scrimmage.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The NFL, he brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson.
And Diggs has it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
This little short throw to Witten. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Robinson buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
If they get a game-changing score in this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Second down, goal to go.
Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Williams.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Back out there now to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's first down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Richardson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Chuck, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
right, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been founded, yo. I don't know who you've been showing, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a few.
Real Amazon customer reviews performed by a real series. This can be a family heirloom handed down from generation to generation. Get that noise. I'm taking this with me over the river. Maybe just put it on the bench with my ashes. It'll be okay. But if they want to breed the roost, they must find their own. Fight. There you go.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This is the Toyota Prius. Really stylish, great fuel efficiency, the best collision ever.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in England.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's Robinson throwing to start the drive. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Back to throw. Robinson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Robinson forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Robinson. Man open left side is Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Robinson steps away to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Robinson being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. LaDainian Tomlinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah.
You
well,
know,
you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
They'll start around here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
6-0 our score after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Robinson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive much more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still winning, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Robinson on 1st and 10. Williams brings it in. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked by Ted Hendricks.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, it's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. The final shot before the break. Locke.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Insurance is going away. When Stephen first came to us, he was facing a lot of uncertainties in his life, and he wasn't sure if his case was going to be worth anything. Turns out, if he hadn't gone to play with us, he would have closed down over
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They say patience is a virtue, but nothing comes to a sleeper.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action. It's Locke on the move to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
To the air again. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And the Raiders have got him.
Oh, baby!
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
Again to Williams, running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flush to his right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Robinson. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to improve their running backs into the passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Luck. Outright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bennett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now it's Luck. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Luck. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Luck gonna throw it. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Commanders. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.
Why are you running?